Good afternoon. I am coming to talk to you today about a problem that affects many animals as well as many of us humans. There's different ways that this happens, and this is some information about factory farming. Many people are unaware of where their meat, dairy, eggs come from, and according to the ASPCA, at any given moment there are over 1.6 billion chickens, pigs, cows, and other animals being raised for food across the US, and over 10 billion animals are being slaughtered annually. What exactly is factory farming? Factory farming, commonly known as concentrated animal feeding operations, or CAFOs, originated in the United States. It's almost universal worldwide now. Animals on land, including pigs, cows, chickens, and sheep, are examples of factory farming. Another type of industrial farming is aquaculture. Thousands of salmon and other fish species are grown for human consumption in humane ways. Factory farming practices are yield to make enormous amount of food for a minimal cost to the people. For animals to mature and to become the size that they need to be, they need to produce milk, eggs for human consumption. They always must have access to food, water, and shelter. Factory farming is the consequence of methods for maintaining lives and the lives of the animals for the lowest feasible cost for humans. So animals' lives are affected by CAFOs because, one, they're treated like machines as opposed to a live animal. The people that own these animals value them as profit and not seen as a human pet or animal life. Something else that factory farming consequences are, they maintain the animals by putting them in small cages and in confinement. So animals' lives are affected by CAFOs daily. So on factory farm, animals are subject to routine utilization, such as tail docking, and beaked birds are being debeaked. The birds that are being debeaked, they do this because they want to keep the animals from fighting, pecking each other. A lot of the chickens will go after each other because they're in such bad conditions. And the detailing is the act of taking the cows or the pigs' tails, so it makes it easier for the farmers to harvest milk or to keep the pigs from snatching each other's tails and biting each other's tails. Confinement is a big issue at the CAFOs. It's overdone. The animals are forced to lay in cramped, small spaces. The layer hens have to be in cages that are no bigger than a regular computer-sized piece of paper. They can't even stretch their wings out, and their wings hit the side of the cages all the time. Battery cages frustrates animals, especially chickens, because they aren't able to do what they are naturally born to do, which is nest, scratch, and feed. So that's a big problem for the animals. CAFOs are also affecting our environment negatively. So even if you are a vegetarian and you don't eat animals or you don't participate in that, it still is, these factory farms are affecting us environmentally. Raising this many animals under these conditions not only results in great animal misery, but it causes great harm. Globally, over 14.5 of all greenhouse gas emissions caused by humans come from the animal agriculture business. In the United States, animals on CAFOs produce an estimated 885 billion pounds of manure, which none of this is regulated by the USDA, so we don't know what happens to this manure, where it goes. So what are some things that we could do to slow this or to help cure this epidemic? You can contact your members of Congress and urge them to include measures that protect animals and rein in industrial farming's negative impacts on the environment. There's a 2023 bill that is currently in effect right now, and if you contact your local Congress, you can sign up for that bill. Another thing you can do is shop for more plant-based, welfare certified, and pasture-raised or free-roaming animal products such as beef, chicken, pork, that type of thing. So not only does this factory farming affect people who eat meat, but it also affects us globally and environmentally. So factory farming, as mentioned in the beginning, is very cruel and inhumane, and people need to realize where their food is coming from. Thank you.